goal. I had to persevere. That reminds me of a Bible story where Daniel had to persevere. Come on, let's go inside and I'll read it to you. Daniel was another young Jewish man brought to Babylon, where he served the king faithfully for many years. But Babylon's enemy, Persia, was too powerful. At last, the Persian king Darius sat on the throne and ruled over the land. Daniel served him equally well. In fact, King Darius was so pleased with Daniel that he planned to put him in charge of the entire kingdom. The other servants and officials were jealous. They tried to get Daniel into trouble, but they couldn't find a single thing to complain about. "He's always such a good man," they muttered. "We'll never catch him out unless we use the law of his God to trap him." So they came up with a plan. They went to the king, vowing to hide their sly smiles. "You are the king," they declared. "Everyone should come to you with their prayers and requests. They shouldn't pray to anyone else." "What a good idea," said King Darius. "And what shall happen to anyone who disobeys?" "Throw him into the lion's den," crackled the officials. So King Darius declared a law through the entire kingdom that everyone must pray to him and no one else. But Daniel still prayed to God. The servants scurried to the king. "Daniel is praying to God," they shouted. "Throw him into the lions." The king liked Daniel, but he couldn't change the law. Sadly, he ordered that Daniel must be taken to the lion's den. The lions paced up and down, hungrily, growling and licking their lips. "I hope your God will rescue you," said King Darius, and he shut Daniel in. The king tossed and turned in his bed all night, fretting over his friend. As soon as it got light, he hurried to the lion's den. "Daniel, are you—" He gulped. "Are you there?" There was a moment of silence. Then came Daniel's voice. "Yes, I'm fine. God sent an angel to help me, and the lions didn't even dare to lick me." King Darius was thrilled that Daniel was safe. "Your God is the true God," said King Darius, "and his power will go on forever." When I was 10 years old, I went to my cousin's house to go play. But that night, I started to get sick. I started to get a fever. And then as the night went on, my fever just kept getting higher. So the next morning, my mom came to pick me up, and we went to the hospital. And I just kept getting sicker and sicker. And for 7 days, I was in the hospital. And my mom was by my bed every day praying many times a day that God would heal me. And he did. God healed me. My mom persevered in prayer, and God heard her prayers. And in my life, I have always remembered that God hears your prayers. Recently, my tooth started to hurt. And so I prayed that God would heal it. And it didn't happen right away. So I had to keep praying that God would heal it. I had to persevere in prayer. And now my tooth doesn't hurt because God heard my prayer. So if there's anything that you have been praying for a long time, keep praying because God hears your prayer. Keep persevering. He will answer your prayers. That reminds me of a Bible verse that I know. Our Bible verse comes from 1 Thessalonians 5:17. It says, pray continually. You might be wondering why there's a hand written on the board. I'm going to tell you, you can use it as a guide. Because sometimes when you're praying and praying and praying, you don't know what to pray for. So this will help you. So the first thing, you can pray for others. You can pray for your teachers. You can pray for your leaders. You can pray for the needy. You can even pray for you. So, if you get stuck on prayer, just remember one of these that you can pray for. And remember to persevere in prayer. So if there's something that you've been praying for a long time and God hasn't answered it yet, keep praying. He will answer because He hears your prayers. Let's say the Bible verse one more time, really loudly. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Pray continually. Wow, good job. God hears our prayers. Well, that's all for today. I gotta go. And remember, pray continually.